Hello and welcome everyone, I am Madals and welcome to Dignitas week. Day 4, Game 2, starring Tefel and, well, he is up against VegaBunny this game. It is going to be a ZvT, so let's introduce these two. Obviously in the lower left position, we do have Dignitas, Tefel, who is of course the red Zerg player. In the top right, we do have VegaBunny as the blue Terran, and, well, it should be good. Of course, Tefel is the star of the day. For those of you who are a bit confused what's going on, firstly, let me tell you what's happening, then you need to go and check out Game 1, because it was awesome. Now, basically, what we saw happen was Dignitas Week came about because I was like, hey, Dignitas, wouldn't it be cool if all the viewers could get to see a highlight of your players each day for a week? Just one of them, one a day, for a week, and basically get a good feel for their play. And they were like, yeah, that sounds pretty cool. And I was like, do you know what would make that even better? Is if we combine it with an interview. And in that interview, we found out about what their thoughts are of the game, their personality, their careers, etc. And just give you a good all-round appreciation for them. And yep, now we're here. We've got that all going on. The interview link is below. All the details, of course, for the other players, day 1, 2, 3, are in the Team Liquid thread, which I've linked to below as well. So make sure you check it all out. And, well, I'll stick all the videos in a playlist, of course. But, yeah, let's focus on the red Zerg player here for the moment. Obviously, Tefel, he is just 18 years old. He's from Poland, joined Dignitas in November 2012, and so far doing fairly nicely. So I'm really interested to see how he's going to go on here. Now, what I'm saying that's really, really interesting is this is a ZvT. Now, quiz time. What do we always see Zerg go against the Terran? Ah, that's right, a hatch first. But no, not Tefel. He is going for a pull first. Tefel, he is going to be in such a great spot, assuming he does some good damage. Alternatively, he may just go and take his expansion, so clearly worrying about something. That was quite an early pull, so I'm really interested to see what he was worried about. He's sending this Overlord over here, so this is really to scout for proxy barracks. That's something that can always go down. You can also see them come up in this sort of area. Another place you can see them put often is down here. That's a nice little spot. So he's just getting up that spawning pool in order to get basically the Queen out early, a couple of Zerglings out early to be defensive. Also getting up his gas really early, so I'm excited to see how this goes down. Meanwhile, VegaBunny is going for a much more conventional meta gameplay where obviously getting up the barracks, getting up the command center, and it all looks nice. This is what you see in TVZ nowadays. The Terran goes 1 racks command center. Always, usually followed up by the double gas into a factory reactor on the barracks, switch it over, reactor Hellions, starport, and then finishing up with Banshee, either with or without cloak, because harassment is fun and it works so well. But Tefel, he's happily coming down here. He's, well, his hatchery's nearly up, he's got his spawning pool up, he is taking the drones off gas now, so clearly just wanting to get speed out at the earliest possible convenience. There we go, so speed on its way, these Zerglings poking and prodding, a very defensive bunker place there. We've also of course got the 3 Marines out already. This natural scouted out perfectly for Tefel right now. Meanwhile, no scouting information at all for the Terran player, just quite happy that Tefel must have gone for a hatchery first. That's what they all do, don't they? Now, wow, this is the difference. Command center into the double gas. So this is as economically focused as you could possibly ever get. 1 racks, command center, then the double gas. So getting up that 3rd command center really quickly will morph into an orbital command, which of course gives you the extra mule, the extra scan if you need it. Also, 3 SCVs produced at a time. That is going to be really good. We probably won't see that 3rd orbital command floated down here for a while, but just the extra SCV production can be really quite huge. Now, looking here for Tefel, he does of course have 2 drones in gas. I don't know if he's got any more coming over there. I think he may. Yep, there we go. So 1 more coming there, checking all of the eggs, because you can rally eggs individually, for those who did not know that. And, well, obviously command center nearly finishing up the double gas there. We've got the reactor, the factory, everything coming into place as really you'd expect for the Terran. For Tefel, he's getting up his 2nd gas, and of course this 2nd gas is really quite telling in this situation, especially the lair. Wow, the lair is really quite early, and the reason it's telling is because ultimately this was scouted very early on. You saw the commitment to the command center really soon. Usually that would see a Zerg player try and take this 3rd base really quickly, but Tefel instead delaying the 3rd base a little bit in order to get up additional gas and getting up his Rotron as well. So really gearing up precisely to deal with the Hellions. Clearly expecting a big Hellion push, but also allowing the possibility for a counter-attack, especially if this front is left so undefended as we're seeing at the moment. So something always to bear in mind is, hey, if I am going to go for harassment and they hard counter me, is the counter aggression going to be too much for me to deal with? The fourth gas coming down now, so I'm really interested to see what's going to happen now. Obviously, we've got the Marauders coming out, Stim on its way out. We've got 2 more barracks with reactors on, so this is all looking fine for the time being. Lair just finishing, Roach one just finishing. Are we going to see Roach speed? That would really suggest that we were going for a big push, but for the moment, oh no, there we go. So this is really saying to me, hey, Madals, I'm going to be pushing, I'm going to be dealing some damage, I'm going to try and end this game ASAP. And, well, obviously these Hellions, they're poking, they're prodding, they're going to see the third base, see the Queen there as well, though. This is a trick, which, to be honest, I don't see this done anywhere near enough. Using an Overlord to generate creep, to lay a creep tumor miles away from your next nearest creep tumor, it's genius. The Roach is hitting the field, though. Stim is still a long way out. 60 out of 170. 1-1 coming out for VegaBunny, who is really geared up so much for the long term. In terms of the work count, nearly equal when you factor those mules in. Well, it is all looking absolutely astonishing for Tefel if he does decide to go for the push. The infestation pit on its way down. We've got a handful of Zerglings just poking and prodding, taking a look at, hey, what's out on the field, running by all of that. Of course, the Roaches haven't yet been spotted. Tefel now, of course, really quite heavily droning and getting up those 5 drones ASAP, getting up the infestation pit. He's got the 1-1 upgrades on the way, so maybe not a complete commitment. Meanwhile, these Zerglings just trying to get a little pinch off at the wall, but of course not going to manage too much. The Hellions did come and poke up, but saw the Roaches and thought, hey, there's a couple of Roaches, and even though there's a lot of us, Roaches are really good against Hellions, so not going to be able to stop it. These Zerglings are probably going to get taken out. Are they? No, they managed to run away. I think that was pure fluke. It wasn't scouted, that's for sure. Well, coming down here, we've got Roaches. Well, lots of Zerglings. The Roaches moving forward a bit more. Tefel maybe about to take his 4th base. There we go. So, obviously, this drone coming down here, enough money for it. That's what made me think it. And, well, Tefel taking up his macro hatch, his 4th base as well. Should be coming down in a second. Really nice play. The Hellions poking and prodding, still trying to get the map awareness. Now, the interesting thing we did see really missed here, of course, was the lack of a Banshee. Now, obviously, no Banshee says, well, if the Banshee didn't come out, then probably going to have a bit more economy down, a bit more tech down, and that's something that Tefel will definitely be in a good position to start thinking about. The Spine Crawler coming down. Meanwhile, just these, well, a stream of units, 7 Infestors coming out, 20 Zerglings now in production. This could be getting pretty damn aggressive, pretty damn quick, because that is a big gear up of units, and we've got Tefel moving across the map. Is he going to have to pick up this force? If he does scout it, it's good. He sees the medevacs, he sees the units moving across. That gives away the push is coming. Got more Zerglings in production already, and of course the Spine Crawler nearly finished up without tank support. This force could get shut down exceptionally hard. And well, in comes the Infestor. Oh, we can see the fungal growth. We do bang! That was an absolutely essential fungal growth, trapping a lot of those Hellions, getting a lot of them onto low health. And, well, if Tefel manages to get another fungal growth that is that good, well, VegaBunny is going to be in super trouble. These Zerglings trying to get the little run by, trying to get the surround, trying to get in a good position. Meanwhile, we've got, of course, the Roaches coming in. The Infestors. The Infestors are getting closer. This is getting close. Oh, lovely little stim there. One Infestor goes down, which you don't really want to lose. But ultimately, Tefel, he is pushing forward. He still has another 2 Infestors with the fungal growth on them. There goes down a good hit. Not quite on everything he may have wanted, but well, more units moving forward. Of course, the siege tanks are there, but they do not have siege. And well, Tefel with the amazing fungal growth there, streaming in Roaches, streaming in Zerglings. That is probably going to be it, ladies and gentlemen. And there we go, the GG. So that was game 2 of day 4 of Dignitas week. If you enjoyed it, like the video, leave a cool comment, subscribe, have a look at the interview. But most importantly, flick over to game 3. I will see you there any second. Thanks for watching. Catch you soon.